Hello and welcome to another new video on Progressive Coder. Today we are going to discuss the key differences between GraphQL and REST and which one you should choose when. In case you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and don't forget to press the bell icon. So without wasting any more time, let's start with our discussion. Over the past many years, REST has been a de facto standard to build APIs. The REST specification brought some great concepts to the table, such as stateless services and resources to describe your APIs. However, over time, REST APIs have also been found to be quite inflexible to changing requirements of the clients. And this is where GraphQL has come in and provided an option to developers. So, what makes GraphQL better than REST? Let's investigate. A common problem with REST has been overfetching or underfetching of data. In REST, every endpoint has a fixed layout. Whether the client making the API call needs it or not, the API will return the entire data structure. For example, let's consider we have a UI where we want to show a list of books, just their names. When we fetch the data from a backend REST API, we get a list of books with all the associated book information, such as price, publication year, and so on. But our UI needed only the name of the book. This is known as overfetching of data. The second problem is underfetching. And underfetching is really just reversing the overfetching problem. For example, on our UI, we want to show a list of books and their authors. But in our backend model, books and authors are two separate resources. In other words, we have two separate API endpoints to take care of books and authors. And due to this, we have to now make two separate calls. First to the book API and then to the author API. This is called underfetching of data. And over time, this leads to n+1 problem. GraphQL bypasses the issues of overfetching and underfetching pretty easily. Since GraphQL is based on the concept of queries, clients specify what they are looking for when sending a query to the backend server. The GraphQL backend server looks at the query and based on it, the response is generated. For example, in a GraphQL query, the client can ask for specific fields. Also, queries are hierarchical in nature, which means that we can fetch records from related entities in the same query. Think of the book name and author name. It does not matter whether the book and author are in separate tables in the backend. The GraphQL server makes sure that the client receives the information together. And therefore, there are no chances of overfetching and underfetching issues. This already solves a huge problem with REST APIs, but there are more benefits that GraphQL provides. The next benefit is reduced network load. This is a given, as we saw, that while REST APIs, we have to often call multiple APIs to get the complete data we need for the UI. This automatically leads to more API calls and higher network load. With GraphQL, a lot can be accomplished with a single API call with the help of hierarchical queries. Another benefit is better backend analytics with GraphQL. While using REST APIs, the server app usually does not care what data the client is actually using. The API will simply return everything based on its schema. The client might be using one piece of data or all the fields. The server simply does not care. With GraphQL, the server actually gets access to the client's query. Indirectly, it becomes aware of the client's actual intent behind the query. This can lead to a great analytics opportunity where the backend can know which queries are more commonly used and thereby improve upon its offerings for the future. Having said that, what do you prefer while building APIs, GraphQL or REST? Please answer in the comment section along with your main reasons for preferring one over the other. That was all for today's short discussion, but we will continue knowing more about GraphQL in future videos. If this video was useful, request you to please like and comment. It helps the channel grow and reach more people. See you until next time.